So when we're starting a project, sometimes a developer would reach out to us in advance. They might only have conceptual drawings, and they kind of look at us for sort of value engineering solutions and the way that we would approach the general design of a project. And then they might give those answers back to a consultant to finalize their architectural drawings before they go for permit. And then once they give us finalized architectural drawings, we take what they've drawn there and we can model it into our design software. And from our design software, we start to we set up all of the details for the walls, such as the sheathing, stud spacings, structural details around openings, and break up our walls into panel at that point, and then start physically setting where all of the components of this project is going to go. So from we're able to take a look at these things in 3D to be able to properly look at where we have intersecting sections and see how they look in 2D, in 3D as well, to address challenges or offer new solutions to our clients. So, working as a framer, you get a lot of feedback from a lot of different people, and especially working in a prefabricated setting, you get even more feedback from a lot of different people. That, for me as a designer, I get a lot of feedback from the production line. They ask me, hey, can you do this a little bit more efficiently? Can you adjust this slightly? From a client, there's a lot of feedback in terms of how we show our details on our drawings. And then later on, once we actually start putting these buildings together, the trades later on in the project, such as plumbers, electricians, drywall contractors, and anybody else who's going to have to deal with the actual physical structure of these buildings, they're all going to have their own little sets of feedback that they want to give. So there's lots of things that we take in over the course of a project that we start to implement in our next project to make sure that we are doing things as efficiently and as a high quality as possible to make it work for everybody throughout the project. The way we approach a project has been a little bit different than the way panel companies or prefab companies might have looked at it a couple years ago. What we really want to do is, if we're working with prefab, we want to make sure everything is taken care of. So we don't want to leave anything up to site. If we can prefabricate if we can prefabricate it, we're going to see if we can design it. And then as well, that also means that we really want to make sure as much of the work as possible is being done in-house construction-wise. And then something as well that is different about the way P3 Panels works is that very rarely did we ever get a chance to work with only one builder to work on their one project. So we needed to kind of adapt what we were doing to every different client. So we were we had a very wide range of people that we were working for, and we wanted to make sure that every one of them got a good solution for what we were providing and what they were asking for. And as well, the technology that panelization has come to now, where we use lasers to set our plates, and we're using design softwares to perfectly lay things out, and then also integrate drawings from other consultants so that we can make sure everything lines up nicely between the various trades. That's where innovation has played in what we're doing, and we're trying to make sure that we make sure we're keeping up with the market on that. So if a developer reaches out to us to help them with the conceptualization portion of a project, say they only have the very basics of what they want, they haven't said exactly everything, the way we approach helping them reach a final solution would be to recommend, using simple structural loads, so everything's lined up all the way down, using wood as much as possible, because anytime you integrate steel or any sort of other load-bearing solutions, you start running into challenges of different trades working together, which can just be more coordination problems on site, or more coordination challenges, we'll say. And another portion that we help deal with is the fire separation details on a large project. So that's a very important thing, because we want to make sure we're keeping fires constrained so that things don't spread out of control too quickly. So those are the three big things that we'd like to focus on, and then just ways that we can make sure we're using as much wood as possible so that there's as little coordination between different trades to just speed up the construction process. So whenever P3 approaches a project, we're always thinking about how can we keep things simple and how can we keep things straightforward without breaking the design intention of the project. So somebody might look at a project and say that they want to do this in this certain way, but we've done a lot of these buildings, and if we do it in this way, that doesn't change the shape, it doesn't break the purpose of the design, but it's done in a more simpler way. That's the way we're going to bring that solution. We're going to bring that solution to the client, and we're going to see if we can do that more efficiently.